Welcome back to Love Bug Tarot. Today we are looking at what is July looking like for you. So if you're looking at this in the future, it'd be like, what is the next month? What is the next month going to look like? So again, we have this really cute strawberry notepad. We'll be doing a check, kind of a check-in for the piles. We're going to be looking at what was June's energy like for you. So that'll be kind of a check-in to see if the pile that you pick, like if it's resonating, and it's okay if it doesn't. You can check out other piles. Like there's, again, no harm, no foul. So we'll do a check-in. What is June's energy? What was that like? And then we're going to be looking at July. What is July bringing? And again, if you're in the future, it's what was this past month like? And then what is this next month going to be like? What's coming in? And then we're also going to check in and look at like what needs assessment, what might need review. Because sometimes something that we've kind of gone through in the previous month, we might need a little time to process that. Sorry if you hear stuff in the background. You might need to like reassess or review something. So moving forward for the next month, you can kind of learn from that, process it, and then take the next steps. And then as always, we're going to we're going to ask for advice and guidance. All right, so our piles today, I again have more stickers from my shop. And all these stickers, again, it's not a paid promotion. I don't pay myself. I wish I could. It'd be amazing. But these are stickers from my shop. They're little vinyl stickers. So they're pretty hardy. They can put them on water bottles and stuff. Anyways, all right, enough self-promotion. All links for everything will be in the description. So, pile 1. You have this Dare to Exist with our cute little white, pink, and blue owl. And you also have the Stone of Hematite. Okay. Pile 2. You have this sticker that says, Bite the hand that deceives you. It's one of the little characters I've made. We have 3. We're working on like a little series with them. But that is that one. You have this green gold stone. Again, gold stone's usually like a kind of an orange yellow color, but this one is green, but it has the same kind of sparkles in there. Okay, and then pile 3, you have the sticker, not a king nor queen, but still a sovereign supreme. And you have this natural pyramid of tiger's eye. It's a tumbled stone and it just naturally is in a pyramid shape. All right, feel free to pause the video, take as much time as you need. Timestamps will be in the description as well as for the notepad or any of the stickers. But again, take your time. When you find the pile or piles that you would like to listen to, you can go there and I will see you in your read. Hello, pile 1. Your sticker again was the Dare to Exist sticker with our cute little owl and also the hematite stone. So I'm gonna put these over here, hopefully in a way that doesn't glare is so bad. All right, it's not much better. All right, we do what we can. All right, so we're gonna do a check-in for what was June's energy like. And again, if you are listening to this in the future, it's a timeless read. So what was this previous month looking like for you? Oh, I see that one. Okay, so I'm going to do one of those. We're going to get some runes. Ooh, 3. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh, okay. So we have 2. Communication. We have Earth, this quill here, and a Pisces symbol. I also have... Oh, shoot. This one is Iwaz. Iwaz. It's a rune of defense, but also kind of like letting go, confronting your fears. Okay. And we have Thorazaz, which is gateway, but can also be like hardships. Kind of an introspection rune. So kind of like going through like a trial, if you will. Like a trial period, which is interesting with the defense rune as well. Letting goes. Maybe there was, in this previous month, and with Pisces here, so something emotional, I feel. Communicating emotions. Letting go of something. Okay, and then with Isa, ooh, okay. Yeah, Isa's, yeah, I feel like this past month was working through a blockage, an emotional blockage. Yeah, maybe learning to let something go, but just working through the process of letting something go, of doing emotional work, so you can step through this gateway. And that's not an easy process. You know, it can be painful. I always see this as kind of like a little thorn, but on like a rose bush. So you have to get through the thorns to appreciate the flower sometimes. Okay, so just, I don't know, do I need to get some tarot cards? I feel like that was pretty straightforward. Yeah. Okay, kind of do this on the seat of our pants, so to speak. I like to pretend I know what I'm doing, but any given day it fluctuates. Okay, so pile one, that's what I'm seeing for you. If this is something that you resonate with, this is kind of confirmation that this is your pile. If not, that's okay. You can check out any of the other readings. Again, you don't have to force it. Just if you feel like this resonates, awesome. Okay. So yeah, this past month was kind of like digging deep, going into like these emotional blockages that you've had. And it was either communicating maybe with a therapist, maybe with journaling, grounding, you know, just really kind of working on letting go of something. And I also see this as a rune of defense, but also could be boundaries, you know, setting up your boundaries, you know, acknowledging them, enforcing them. So that is huge. That is awesome. That is awesome, pile one. Okay. So that's kind of where this previous month's energy was. So actually, let's go ahead. Again, pile one, you're always like the experiment. Like, how is this read going to go? I don't know. Okay. Like, we have a guideline. We have some bullet points. But really, it's just like, what do the cards want to do? Which is like most reads. Okay, so here's July. Okay. Got a card there, and... oh, no, okay, just one. Okay. Ooh, wisdom. And, oh, look at this. 2/22. Yeah, you are building on something. Going from a 2 to a 22. Also 222 could be, 2s showing up could be very important. We have wisdom with the bay leaf and a fire symbol here, and also Leo. And we have hold on. Nathiz or Nathuz. I am terrible at pronouncing the runes. But this is a rune of delay, and it's interesting we have two runes of kind of delays and slowdown. But I want to say that this rune in particular is about patience. It can also be about trials. It's really interesting that this kind of combo talked about like this trial of getting rid of blockages, and in this next month, moving forward, taking what you've learned, this wisdom, and applying it. I feel like this next month is, taking what you've learned, what you've established from this previous month, and now you're applying it. It's interesting that we have Leo and fire. Fire. We have fire here, so you know. We have fire. La la la. Here with the bay leaf. So I get the sense, like, Leos are kind of the stereotype with them, or they're very kind of, it's a fire sign. So it's like, we can go out, we can do this. You know, they're very courageous in that. So both wisdom, but also this courage you've built. The wisdom that you've acquired and taking that and then applying it practically. So I get the sense, pile 1, that it's like, you're not out of the woods yet, but you have established some really good groundwork. And it's interesting, I said groundwork when we have the earth sign here. So I really love that. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's get some more ideas of what July is bringing with our tea leaves. All right, come here. You too. All right, anybody else? Whoa. Okay, 4. Awesome. Okay, we have fair woman. Dealings are a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. And this can also be just a feminine person. Okay, we have dogs, getting together with friends. Well, family wishes coming true. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay. Here, I need to shuffle some things around. There we go. Kind of lines up. There we go. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this way. All right, let's get some clarifiers for our tea leaves. I need 4, please. Could have 4 clarifiers for our 4 tea leaves. Okay. I apologize if you hear anything. My roommates are watching TV. All right, so we have a Page of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Another 2. Yeah, 2s might be very important. Anyways, all right. It's interesting that you went through this kind of emotional trial or growth even the previous month. Getting together with friends with the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is going to be a very healing get together. So if there's something maybe in the works or you're planning, or even if it's just kind of spontaneous, you know, getting together with friends could be very healing. I get the sense that these are friends that very much like emotionally support you. And it's possible these friends have also been part of your journey this previous month. You know, they're there and helping you along and supporting you in that capacity. So this fair feminine person, pages, it's interesting you have so many court cards. I say so many, but you have 2, but still that's half. Anyways, pages are a younger energy. So this could be someone who is younger than you or has less experience than you in something. Could be life, could be a workplace, or could be a member of your family. For some, it might be a member of the family, but this could also just be a person that is predominantly in your life. But I'm not sure in what capacity. The Page of Wands is someone who's, again, it's a younger energy. It's a bit naive sometimes, a little immature. But they have all these wonderful ideas, this creativity. The Wands are very creative. Again, a fire suit. You have 3 fire signs here. So this next month is going to be kind of heavily creative. Heavily creative. And family doesn't necessarily mean the family you're born with. It can also be your chosen family, your soul family. Family wishes coming true. I feel the sense that part of this is going to be releasing the burden. And we talked about this the previous month. When I say June, again, I'm talking about the previous month if you're watching this in the future. Yeah. Part of this family wishes coming true. Part of that could have been assessing where you stand with your family. There could be a redefinition of like what family means to you. Again, I'm sorry if you hear anything in the background. I don't know what my roommates are watching, but it must be good. All right, let's see. It's interesting we have this arrogant, boastful person you should not cross with the sense of letting something go and establishing boundaries. And the Two of Wands, I feel like part of this next month coming forward is you making a choice. Making a choice how to proceed. You've done the work, you've gained the wisdom. Now it's time to kind of, I don't want to say take responsibility, but like apply it. Take what you've learned, what you've established, and apply that. And again, it feels like your friend group is wonderfully supportive because we have this one kind of water card with all of this fire card happening. All this fire. I can talk. All of this fire energy surrounding it. And it could be that, you know, part of this assessment, part of this boundary that had to be laid down is coming from this fair person, this fair kind of feminine person who maybe has acted immature. You know, someone can be physically older than you, but can also be emotionally immature from a variety of reasons. It could be inherited generational trauma. It could be their own trauma they've never addressed. There's a lot of factors, but, you know, it's up to this other person to do the work. You've done the work. And with Pisces here, I feel like it was very, very deep work. And now you're coming into this like fiery energy where it's now you're applying everything you've learned, and you have some amazingly supportive friends here. Queens, again, queens are energies, they're not genders, but queens are very nurturing. It's a very nurturing energy. And this is emotionally nurturing, emotionally supportive group. Okay. Let's get, hold on, this is in the way. Okay, so that's what this next month is bringing. Can we please get, like, what? Feels like we kind of we're getting a heads up for what's coming. You're supportive, but there's definitely still some work to do. But you've laid a good foundation. So what, is there anything that needs to be reviewed or assessed? Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. The Seven of Wands. Actually, can I put this down here? I think I can. All right, the Seven of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, I am messing up my whole lineup. That's fine. I'm trying to keep it straight anyways. The Two of Cups. The Knight of Swords. And the Judgment card. Things for reassessment. I feel like going forward, again, I always feel the Seven of Wands, this particular image reminds me of boundaries and people testing those boundaries. We see that there's wands down here, and one of them is poking this kind of shield that is surrounding this figure. So there could be, I don't feel like this is necessarily assessment, but a little bit more of kind of what's coming up. Possible, I don't want to say possible trials, but maybe just possible situations. You know, someone testing your boundaries. The idea of you establishing yourself, standing on your own, being independent. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of, you know, resource independence, whether that's money or that's just your physical reality, you being able to stand on your own. And with the Two of Cups right underneath our friends here as well, I feel like, yeah, moving forward, you'll be able to assess, you know, who is allowed in your circle. You know, who's in your friends. Again, the Two of Cups, I love that this lined up right under the Queen of Cups, right under friends, because this Two of Cups often is like people consider maybe with like lovers or like, but I see it as this is a deep, trusting, emotional connection between you and another person, or you and another, like a group of people. These friends here, you know, they've got your back. They've got your back here. They really do. And you have the power to make the decision, like who gets let in. But there could absolutely be a test of that. Swords, another communication. Again, our keyword over here from the previous month was communication. And the Knight of Swords is, you know, someone who communicates. But it's a very rapid, fast energy. And both of these figures have turned away from the viewer, I guess, so to speak. So yeah, I get a sense of moving on. Moving on. You can put down this burden, you can walk away from it. And by making a decision that's best for you, you know, there's a freedom in that. There's a release. And it's interesting, again, we have these majors, these minor, the minor cards, and we have one major card. So this idea of like release, of freedom, you know, of moving on to your calling, to your path, like that's a biggie. That's a big jump. It is a big jump. Yeah, so I don't necessarily feel like there's something in review. I feel like it's more of these might be situations that you come across, people testing your boundaries, you know, and once you have your boundaries, you know, realizing with your group of friends, like how much you can stand on your own, who's allowed in, you know, release, moving on, and this sense of freedom, you know, making a solid choice that's ultimately best for you. And sometimes that's hard, especially if someone has been raised to view that as like a negative. Like you're always supposed to put other people first and you're supposed to be second. It's like, no, at the end of the day, you're the only person who lives in this body. So you have to listen to it. You know, and that's both all bodies. That's like your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your physical body. All of these things are connected. So yeah, stick to your boundaries, even when people test them. It's really, and again, wands. Yeah, so I get the feeling that this person, this feminine person with this very kind of immature, fiery energy might be poking that boundary, taking that stick and just being like, oh yeah, but what about this? And you're like, no, not today. No, thank you. No, thanks. Not gonna do it. Okay, so we got, Queen of Swords at the bottom. Nice. Queen of Swords, some people think it's like kind of a cold, because again, queens are typically not genders, they're energies. They're very nurturing, but the Queen of Swords specifically is very aloof, kind of logical. But you also, like, this person is holding that sword. This feels like a person who can fight. But they're also relaxed. You know, again, there is an aloof energy to it. I get the sense that in dealing with these, if it's two people or if multiple people or if it's a singular person, but dealing with them, especially when people test your boundaries, take on this energy of the Queen of Swords. You don't have to be cold, but you can take a step back. You can kind of detach yourself from the emotional aspect of it. Because a lot of times when people are testing that boundary, they're looking for a reaction. Like, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for an emotional, they're looking for this fiery reaction. And if you don't give it to them, they have nothing to go on. All right. And wow, okay. And strength, the card of Leo. It's this inner strength. I love that this came out bottom of the deck with Queen of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like that is your advice. Detach yourself from the emotional reaction, that emotional, visceral reaction when people kind of test this boundary. Tap into this inner strength. Tap into your inner Leo, your inner lion, if you will. And yeah, no. Again, lovely cards at the bottom here. Know that you can move on. Know that you have an amazing friend group. Your circle of people. You know, your spirit family, your soul family. You can stand on your own. You know, these two cards together are absolutely beautiful. You get to decide who comes in. All right. Okay, pile 1. I feel like that is your read. Awesome read. You've got a big month coming up, but you can do it. I know you can. You're gonna be amazing. So thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I super appreciate it. Please like and subscribe or share the channel. It's super helpful. We always appreciate people leaving comments. Ooh, I do like giving y'all little emojis. So let's see. Trying to think. Let's go with a lion. Let's go with a lion for our strength card over here. I'm going to make a note of that. We're going to put that down so I don't forget, because I usually do. It's interesting. All right. So thank you so much. Again, like, subscribe. If you feel called to, it's always appreciated. Any of the tools or the cards that I use that are available, the links will be in the description, as well as the artist for the notepad in the intro, and any of the stickers that I use here as examples. I also have keychains. I have a shop with all kinds of little fun stuff. So yeah, thank you so much. Sending you so much love, pile 1. And until next time, okay? Stay awesome. Stay safe. We'll see you then. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Pile 2, you chose Bite the Hand That Deceives You sticker, and also this green gold stone. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a check-in on what was this previous month's energy, what was June's energy. And if you're watching this in the future, again, we're talking about June, but this is really your previous month. And then when we're talking about July going forward, it's just your next month. So we can just make that adjustment. Okay. So we're going to move this over here into the harsh glare of the sun. It's fine. There we go. Alrighty. So we're looking at previous month. And if this resonates with you, that's just a wonderful confirmation that this is your pile. And if not, that's okay. You can check out another pile. If none of the piles resonate, that is okay too. You don't have to force it. The message will come when it needs to, and there are many, many readers out there. Trust me, you will find an answer to your question. Okay, so let's see this one for our previous month. And let's get room. Wow, okay, 3. All right. Purification, number 41, with Gemini, Air, the Snapdragon flower. Okay. We have, this is Ingus. It's a very grounding rune. I always see it as this center kind of diamond shape is like a seed, and then the roots are kind of sprouting from the bottom, and we have kind of leaves sprouting here from the top. Because it's about kind of like work and productivity, but things that are coming to fruition in a way. So it's a bit of a harvest, but it's things that have been planted and growing. It can also be balanced because it's a very kind of just, you can look at it this way. It's very balanced as well. So yeah, grounding, balance. We've got Uruz. And this is a rune of vitality. It's kind of a primitive instinct. It's the rune of like I think it's like a wild ox, basically. So it's that strength, or strength and vitality here. And Thorisaz. This one also came out in pile 1 as something that happened this previous month. So that's very interesting. Thorisaz is, you can see it like a thorn, maybe on a vine. I always see it like a thorn on like a rose bush. But it can be associated as a gateway, but also kind of like a trial. Like a hardship or a trial, some kind of introspection that you went through or are going through to step through a gateway or to like move forward. So this previous month, we have Gemini here. I get the sense of like there was this duality, there was this balance happening. Again, 2 kind of balance symbols here. So in a way, I kind of want to do this. Where on one side, last month was a lot of kind of gaining vitality, gaining strength, mentally as well, because we have an air sign here. And Gemini's air. Oh, I had to think about that for a second. Gemini is air. So we have a lot of air energy here. So this last month was a month of kind of gaining mental energy, kind of vitality, strength, putting, like planting the seeds for the future, doing the work I want to say to like, I know we're talking about like kind of this mental aspect, but also doing the work to ground yourself, because mentally when we're all over the place or, you know, hyperactive mind is going everywhere, it's really hard to be productive or to work or to rest. So that is something that you've been working on, you've been gaining strength on last month. But last month also had some trials. Not going to downplay that. Like one side making progress, I feel like the other side there was some obstacles to face, some challenges to face. And part of that was from this introspection as well. And I get the sense that it's not, I don't want to say it's not done, but I feel like it's a continuation. This is a continuous like introspection. This is something you're working on and have been working on, which, I mean, working on your mind, on your spirit, on your emotions, it's a lot. It's a constant process. So the fact that you are gaining so much ground, you're gaining so much ground on that. You're really taking a look. I just see this and I think of like a deep sea fish on the bottom here of this card, in this bottle. You know, you go deep. You go deep into the depths of the the brain goo. That's a lot. But you're making progress. So I feel like this was your previous month. This was June. And it's really interesting that this pile has bite the hand that deceives you. I feel like this sticker might be very applicable to this pile of like going through, and you know, it could be a metaphorical hand of just an idea, you know, intrusive thoughts. It can be, you know, just the things that we grew up believing and then realizing, no, that's not true. You know, that's not how I have to live. That's not what I have to do. Or it could also be like an actual person. I hope you didn't actually bite off the hand. I know there's like a little cartoon bone standing out of this. You know, but the idea of like standing up for yourself. Yeah. That's really what this sticker is about, is it's standing up for yourself against systems or ideologies that perhaps we have been taught and deceived by. So that makes stickers very personal to me. And I just hope other people also like them. All right, so I feel like this is your previous month. If that resonates, then that is awesome. And this is your pile. So let's get a card for this next month, for July. Or if you're watching this in the future, for your next month. I know that felt very repetitive in my brain sentence, but we're talking about the brain, apparently. That's where we are. Okay. Can I get a rune, or whoever wants to come out? 2. All right, we got 2. Let's see. Ooh, we have the Ritual of Corn. I love it. We have incense here, sweet corn, the sign of Earth and Leo. So Earth and Leo sign. Leos are typically fire. And the number 10. Okay. And then also have, this also came out on the what's coming up in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, or if you're coming in from pile 1, if you're coming in, welcome. If you were thinking about pile 1, if you're called to, just if you're called to, that might be something to consider. All right, so this is like, I always forget the names of the, Nathus? It's the rune of need. It's delay, patience, responsibility. It can also be trials, which again, it's always interesting these two come out together. Because Thorazaz is also kind of about hardships going through. Ooh, and Perth. Okay. Perth is the symbol of like a game piece. It can be hidden things. It can be like an initiation, an intuition. Again, I apologize if you hear stuff in the background. My roommates are playing a game. All right. I think it's Final Fantasy, the new one. Anyways, that being said, let's see. So this upcoming month, again, I feel like pile 2, the things you've been working on this previous month are going to be tested in some way. This initiation, again, the initiation with the rune of need. Again, I'm terrible with the names of these, but I can remember their meaning, not so much the names. Part of that initiation, part of this test could be delays as well. This is a rune of delay, and sometimes that in itself can be a test, because we have Leo up here. Leo is a fire sign, and a fire sign in a earth sign is kind of taking that fiery energy, that creative energy, like that momentum you've built, and slowing it down. And that can be difficult. As someone who's a fire sign with a lot of like earth secondary signs, like, yeah, that can be a difficult dynamic sometimes. Okay, let's get some more information about this next month. Can we get some tea for pile 2? Oh. Okay. I'm going to going to take these two. Every time I'm like, please don't dump out half the pile, and it's like, thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to trust the process. Somebody don't dump out. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh my. Yeah. Everybody calm down, please. All right, just orderly fashion. That's all I'm asking for. All right. That's no. Jeez, please. All right, so you got 3. We'll look at this one in a second because that one flipped over. You got 2 months of the year and an Astral House. And again, this is a deck of 200. There's only 12 of these and 12 of these. So they don't come out very often, especially in the spectacular projectile manner that these did. All right, so let's look at months of the year. All right, we have January and November. Okay. And our Astral House of Happiness. Where can we put this? Maybe there. Okay, how many of you do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Can I put this down here? Maybe? Yeah, let's do that. Trying to make it look pretty. Okay. Tree. Affairs with your family. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I feel like this goes back to the Rune of Need. Nothus? I need to look it up now. Hold on. Okay. Believe it's pronounced Nauthes. I probably also have that wrong. But anyways, I'd look up my notes. All right. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Ooh, that's fantastic news. Okay. Kangaroo. Unsettled times. Need to plan ahead. Broken bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Okay. It's interesting we have... I'm going to do this. Or maybe we should do this. I don't know. Anyways, okay. January and November. So I'm going to take these more of like the seasonal aspects. Because depending on where you are in the world, if you're in the northern hemisphere, November, January is your summer. Wait, southern hemisphere, your January, November is kind of more summertime. Northern hemisphere, January, November is colder. So I'm going to take this as more seasonal. So a cold season and a fall season, like a winter and fall situation. So where you are in the world, however that resonates with you. I just realized like I did that and I was kind of switching them around, but this is the way it settled. We have this winter. And I almost see this as like thawing out. And I know like technically this is like fall here, but I don't know. Timing is always a little, it's really difficult in reads. And with these, I want to get more information on this because this I feel could also be a timing of something that started in January and will come to a head or conclude by November, or started this previous November and will conclude the next time in January, or that started in the winter, will come to a head the next fall, started in the fall, will conclude the next winter, like whichever seasonal aspect resonates with you. So I'm not entirely sure about these two yet, but I did want to address them at least. So happiness is a wonderful card to get. Again, this is one of the astral houses, so we don't have many of these, so I feel like they're pretty significant as well. So the work you've been doing, this duality, the challenges you've been facing, the vitality, the strength you've been gaining, the seeds you've been planting, they're for your happiness. You're doing the work for you. which is freaking awesome. That is amazing. This next month coming up, July, or the next month, might be a time where you're using your intuition. You know, the unicorn is this kind of magical creature, this one-of-a-kind creature. I feel like you're using what you've learned, what you're gaining, and you're applying it. Again, there's some similar vibes to pile 1, but only if you are called to pile 1. Unsettled times need to plan ahead, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, let's get some information. I'm going to pull a card for each of these. Could we please get some clarifiers? Tea leaves. Come on. Sometimes you like to shuffle and sometimes you don't. This also could be the tape I had to put on some of these cards because YouTube doesn't like certain bits. And we'll leave it at that. Anyways. Alright. Could we please get 5? I can count. Need 5, 2, 3. Oh, okay. 4. And 5. Thank you very much. Hold on, I'm gonna put you over here. Okay. Ooh. 10 of coins. Affairs with family. It's lovely. The devil. Okay. The 9 of wands. Temperance. Page of swords. Beneficial change. The devil often talks about these limiting beliefs that we put on ourselves, that we're taught, that we absorb from the environment around us, you know, that keep us chained to this unhealthy mindset, this unhealthy pattern. Intuitively, I feel like pile 2, you know, and that is absolutely something you could have been working on. You know, that could be part of your Thorisas. And that going forward could be part of this test. Because you're on the right path. Like, and this is a path you've been walking for a while. I feel it's a creative path. We have fire here. Again, the sign of Leo. This could be something very creative you've been working on. And you've been working on it for a while. This is just determination, hanging in there. You know, you are doing something right. The universe is giving you that thumbs up. Absolutely. And that can be part of this slowdown. Perhaps a slowdown where there's more of a focus on family and home. The 10 of coins is like it's comfortable, like you have a comfortable amount of resources. And it said the tree is affairs with family. So this could be a biological family, a soul family, a heart family, your chosen family. Whatever family looks like for you. But a slowdown. Maybe establishing a family. That absolutely could be part where it's like we have to slow down. Not abandon something, but maybe put something on hold. And that, yeah. This is really interesting, pile 2. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. Broken bridge. Unsuccessful outcomes to a problem. With a page of swords, we have a very young energy here. And it's air energy as well. So this momentum you may have picked up this previous month again, we were talking about putting things on hold. And it says unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I'm getting the feeling that it's not so much the bridge breaks down, but maybe you have to pause in the middle of the bridge. Pause at the beginning of the bridge. It's not something you can cross yet. And that might not feel great because it's like, no, I was getting so far. I was almost there. Yeah, that could be part of the pause. And also part of this. Changing your mindset where it's like, okay, this next month I was planning on completing this or doing this, but I had to change my plans. Like, plans had to change. And with the Page of Swords, I feel pretty quickly too. Because Swords is a very fast-moving energy. And that's where we're getting, like, from air to earth. Fast to slow. Like, the fastest suit to the slowest. And because of that slowdown, that could be because of family. And I don't feel in a negative way. This could be something where you need to establish, like, a home base. You know, establish a family, however that, you know, is defined for you. And it could need some planning. And it's interesting that the Devil and Temperance are the two that came out. Because it's 14 and 15 are the cards. So these are two cards that are right next to each other in the major arcana. So instead of listening to these limiting thoughts, you know, which could be, well, this was supposed to happen and it didn't happen, or I have to put it on pause, I have to put it on hold, so therefore, you know, the catastrophe brain kicks in. The broken bridge, you know, it's ruined, you know, and it's just mentally you're up here in your brain saying all these things to yourself. But I feel like the unicorn is like, no, use your intuition in this. You can plan, take a moment, ground yourself. This might be a slowdown, it might be a pause, but it's not the end. Okay, so I feel like that is kind of what July is looking like right now. So could we get some more information on kind of where we're going from here? Like, is there an assessment, review, kind of what? These are our first thoughts. We're going to get some second thoughts. Very important. That's a Tiffany Aching reference, if anybody's ever read those books. If you've not read the Tiffany Aching series, I highly recommend. All right, anyways. Okay. Oh, this... You might be drawn to pile one. I'm just going to say that. We're going to leave it there. All right. Can you see these? Yeah! Okay. Trying to check my screen to make sure they're showing up. All right, anybody else? Anybody? Not all at once, please. I swear they do what they want. Okay. Strength also came out by one. There's a lot of parallels. Okay. Ooh, okay. A lot of major arcana. Wow, 4 in a row. Dang. Okay. Seven of Wands, here in line with the family and the 10 of Coins. This may be something that you kind of have to defend. This slowdown. Like, what is right for you? Like, take the time, you know, using your intuition, using that unicorn brain of yours, that beautiful unicorn brain, and, like, establish your boundaries. And other people might test them. Again, we're getting kind of this idea of initiation and tests and this slowdown. And people are like, why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving? I could just get the sense of this person with this one stick, all these sticks, and they're poking this person. And it's like, no, I'm not. This is what I need to ground. I need a moment. I need a moment for me. And I just saw on this person's arm, there's a rune here, and it's the rune of protection. So yeah, the idea, I get the sense of like establishing your home base, establishing your family, however that is defined for you. This might be something that is happening this next month. And that's kind of causing this slowdown. Yeah, use your intuition. I love that we have this with the unicorn. This high priestess. I feel like this is the two ways you could go. You can either stay chained to these limiting beliefs, these old thoughts, or you could pursue your happiness. And some of that's unknown. You know, some of that's unknown. The unicorn, intuition. We can't know everything, but if you get the sense of like, this is right for me, then that's what's important. Strength with this is awesome. Because you can see this person's kind of in halfway in between transforming into this lion here. So it's not complete. It's halfway, but it's not complete. But that doesn't mean, you know, it's not almost done. And the strength card is also, I get the sense of like holding on. Like this, you got this. It's not going to be forever, but you got this. Unsettled times, temperance, and the tower. Like, dang. Yeah, there are some unsettled times, and this planning, you know, this, you can only plan so much. Definitely with the High Priestess here, it's like some things just have to be experienced. And again, this could be part of these trials that the runes are talking about over here. These initiations is part of next month can also be, oh wow, 14, 15, 16. A lot of things in sequence. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, there's some big changes happening. The Tower card ultimately talks about rebuilding from the ground up, establishing your foundation, establishing your roots with your family, you know, with your home base. And doing that can kind of flip everything on its head. Because it does require planning. It's not, and you can't plan for everything. You know, so that can be unsettling for some people. I know I definitely have, I have a need to kind of know the details of everything. I just moved that, cool. Like, I need to know the details, I need to plan, because I absolutely have catastrophe brain that likes to run in circles on its little hamster wheel and just spit out all kinds of fun scenarios. You know, so the Tower has come in many times in my life. But in this case for you, Pile 2, I'm getting the sense, I just see these butterflies. There's these 4 butterflies here. You know, things are transforming. You're building something. You're building something very solid. And it's going to take some time. Again, with these 2 seasonal cards. You know, from a winter season all the way to like the following fall season. Like it's a good chunk of time. It's a good chunk of time. Yeah, so this may be a time to kind of pause and plan as much as you can. You can't plan for everything, and that's okay. But kind of focus on this next month, focus on your roots, grounding, your rituals. You know, sweet corn over here with the rituals. And that can just be your day-to-day life, like setting yourself up, you know, to be your best you, honestly. Unsuccessful outcomes to a problem. This, we were talking about like putting this on hold, you know, don't beat yourself up over it. And then you have death and rebirth. So it could be this unsuccessful outcome, this pause that needs to happen for a reason. And I just saw we have this little, the infinity symbol right here is the same one on the strength arm right there. So yeah, there could be this pause mid-transformation, if you will, that is necessary so something even better can grow from that. That's kind of the sense of death and rebirth, is letting something else go. You know, letting something be so something else can come in, something even better, something new can grow in its place. And with the High Priestess here, I get the sense that maybe we are not supposed to know at this time. But I love that the happiness here, this astral house of happiness is here, because ultimately this big change, this pause, and this big change that's happening is ultimately for your happiness. Okay. So, wow. Okay, pile 2, you've got... This next month's going to be big. It's going to be a lot going on. But let's see what we got here. Ooh. We have the Fool, which is the first in the major arcana. Yeah, something new. Something new is coming in. Ooh, okay. Okay, what do we have at the bottom of our deck over here? And the Chariot. Wow, a lot of major arcanas are coming in for you. A lot of major arcanas. Again, pardon the strawberry washi tape. YouTube doesn't like strawberry patches, apparently. I get the sense with the Fool and the Chariot, this slowdown is very temporary, because this whatever new is building in your life, whatever newness is coming in, is going to come in fast. That could also be part of this establishing your home base, establishing your roots. Because if you're grounded, if a tree... Oh my goodness, come here. Come here. I'm trying to make a metaphor. Oh my goodness. Okay. If a tree has a solid foundation to sit on, you know, deep, healthy roots, then its canopy, it can grow to amazing heights. But if the soil isn't, you know, if the soil isn't fertile, or it's on a hillside and that there's like, you know, the land isn't very secure or isn't very stable, you know, that's where things can, a big tree can fall over. The tree can have a tower moment, so to speak. So I feel like this next month is preparing you for this big change coming in the future that is gonna come in fast. So I feel like this next month is pause, establish your home base, and then from that, things are going to grow. And I feel like they're going to grow really quickly. Okay. All right. Pile 2. I feel like this is your read. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. If you like this, please like, subscribe, share, do all the jazz. All the things. I very much appreciate it. I don't think there's a kangaroo emoji. Unfortunately. Let's do a lion for you. I'm gonna make sure. Oh no, wait. I can't. I gave that to pile 1. This is why I write it down. This has happened before. I gotta think of something. I'm gonna look for a unicorn. I feel like there should be a unicorn emoji. If not, I am going to be terribly disappointed. Alright. Y'all get a unicorn. Got it. And if you like the sticker, the Bite the Hand That Deceives You, or any of the other stickers as well, they're in my shop, and we have links in the description. Any of the cards or tools we used today that are available are also in the description, including the notepad from the intro. Okay, so thank you again. Please let me know if something here resonated for you. Again, you're not obligated to share. It's only as much as you feel called to, if at all. That's okay. So until next time, please take care of yourselves. Yourselves is... I don't know what is happening with my speaking today. It's interesting. All right. Thank you again. And until next time, sending you lots of love. Okay? Bye. Hello, Pile 3. Pile 3, you chose the not a king nor queen, but still a sovereign supreme sticker. And also this kind of natural pyramid of tumbled tiger's eye. Okay, so what we're going to do is put this in the sun's glare. It's fine. We're going to take a look at June's energy, or if you're watching this in the future, the previous month. Excuse me, I just drank water, and that's what happens. It's fine. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Pardon me. Let's see, what has this previous month been looking like for pile 3? Okay. Also, let's get some runes. 3. All right. 3 for 3. I like it. Yes, you got the broccoli of leadership. Sorry, I just like saying it. Anyways. You got the broccoli of leadership. We have Libra and Gemini, which are both air signs, but we have a fire symbol, or earth symbol. Hi, pile 3. How are you? Doing good. All right. The moon and a scepter here. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. We have Wunjo, which is the rune of joy. Ooh. Also like recognition and achievement. Ooh, with leadership. Okay. Yura, that's the rune of harvest. Cycles, results. Recognition for like there were results, you're getting recognized for this. And so Willow, the rune of wholeness. Ooh. But also like victory. Okay. So pile 3 this past month, I feel was doing good. Doing real good. Like there were some results that came in. Perhaps it was like a test or a project, a promotion, like something you got recognized for something in some capacity. I'm just Gemini and Libra, I'm thinking of like a balance. Air and earth. Yeah. I feel like this past month you kind of found your stride. You found your balance. Like a lot of air, a lot of communication. Things are going, like an effective leader is great at communication. Oh, it's interesting because Sawila is also a rune of the sun, and we have the moon here. Again, these symbols of balance. 6, 3, and 3, a very balanced number. Yeah, this past month has been doing really good. Doing really good. The things you've been working on are coming or were coming to fruition. And you're getting recognition for that. And that in itself is incredibly joyful. And that recognition could have been a position of leadership, could have been a promotion or a graduation even. You know, it all depends on like how this fits in to your physical reality. So I feel like this was, for pile 3, this was your previous month. And if that resonates with you, awesome, then this is your pile. And if not, that's okay. You don't have to force anything. We are just here to read. All right, so let's look at this next month in July. Or this next month, depending on where and when you are. All right, so what we got going on here? Sorry. Part of my southern came out. Well, very particular kind of southern. If you know, you know. All right, let's see. Get some runes for where July is heading. Ooh, okay, we got 2. Oh, wow. I think things are looking good. You have number 40, positivity. Again, earth and air, these are opposite signs. Again, this balance, sun and moon. We have the moon up here, we have the sun. And we have Leo. So if Leo, Gemini, or Libra, those could be very prominent signs for yourself. Dreamcatcher. I saw Dreamcatcher with positivity, and I get the sense of like chasing your dreams or dreams coming true because of the harvest that you've been working on. Yeah. You know, the victories you've had in the past are leading you even further in the future. So let's see. Ooh, Berquana. I hope that's right. But this is a rune of birth. And yes, it can mean like the birth of a child, but it also is the birth of like a new idea, a new endeavor. New beginnings, you know, very fertile opportunities, if you will, which is fantastic. I definitely feel this is building on, again, from the previous month that you've had. Ooh, okay, this is the rune of defense, which is Iwas? So bad with the names. But it's a rune of defense. Letting go. Also kind of boundaries. You can see this line here, and I just see these two lines on either side as almost like arms, kind of doing this. Like, this is a bad angle, but, you know, they're doing this like, nope, 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 not coming in. Okay, I want to get some, we're going to get some tea. Tea for 3. Sorry, trans joke. Anyways, if you know, you know. So this next month for pile 3, I feel is going to be, you're taking this, you're building on this momentum from this previous month. You're building on it. Something new is happening. Something creative, perhaps in communications. Again, we had a lot of air sign over here. We have the air symbol over here. So yeah, this could be something that you work maybe in communications or a field, or you're studying, and in like a field of where communication is very key. Communication and creativity specifically. I'm definitely getting those energies. Okay. Which, wow. I love that we had this, not a king nor a queen, but still a sovereign supreme, and we had leadership with this kind of royal scepter as well. It's funny how you just pick something out and be like, oh, these will be cute for pile selections. And I'm like, no, actually, that's fairly applicable. Funny world, ain't it? All right, let's get some tea for our pile 3. Please don't dump out half the pile like you did previously. You know what you did. And it's not ashamed at all. 0 shame in the Oracle decks. Come here. Come in. All right. And any other tea for our pile 3? Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're going to take those 2. All right. There we go. Ooh, quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got 5. I think we can all fit in there. Hopefully. Let's see. Vulture. Blah, blah. Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Ooh, okay. Archway. New opportunities, possibility, paths are opening up. Yeah, I feel like the vulture is this defense, this like a confrontation of fears as well. It's worry that someone is against you, but that doesn't mean it's true. Or it's worry that someone's against you, so setting up very solid boundaries as well. And new opportunities, you know, Berquana. That's, yep. Mountain. Major challenge to overcome. Okay. Boat. Money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Ooh, okay. I need you all to cooperate, please. There we go. Some of you have more words than others. Doesn't mean you're more or less. We love you all equally. Just need you to cooperate so we can fit everybody on here. Okay. Frying pan. Ooh, trouble and accusations. Okay. Pile 3. I'm getting the sense things are moving forward. You have done amazing this past month. Things are going to get even better in the future. Sometimes, however, when things are going very well, other people can let their own insecurities project, and they can do some not good things. Because I don't get the sense that these trouble or accusations are from anything that you did, or from anything, like, I'm not getting the sense that you were doing something shady, or maybe just, we all make choices, not all of them are in our best interest. It happens, we're human. I'm not getting that sense. I feel like this next month, the reason why this rune of defense came out is because you may need to be on the lookout for people who don't necessarily have your best interests at heart. And it sucks. And I'm so sorry. That is, like, you have a lot of amazing positive things, but I feel like the one big takeaway from this, that could be part of the challenges to overcome. But the idea of, like, out of the frying pan and into the fryer. No, wait, out of the frying pan and into the fire, not fryer. Oh my goodness. Brain that too. So it could be this. This could be someone who's done something like this before, but now they're, like, taking it up a step. Yeah, and that is absolutely legitimate reason to worry. Depression, anxiety, like, legit. That's valid. But you are also a sovereign supreme. Just gonna put it out there. Part of this jealousy, this, the projection of these insecurities could be because of the progress you've made. You've done some amazing things, this harvest coming in. You could get something even more on top of that. Money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So if you put out something maybe like for a grant, for a project, it was like, I don't want to say luck of a draw, but something you applied yourself to, you put in the work, you planted the seed so your harvest could come in, and now that it's actually coming in, you now have the opportunities, these possibilities, these paths opening up for you, to walk forward, to be creative, to do some amazing things. And that's, again, not to say there won't be challenges. That itself, obstacles can pop up. You gotta be creative. I feel like pile 3, you are a creative person, very intelligent person with a lot of this air energy in here as well. So you can find those solutions. But yeah, you need to be aware of those around you who may not have your best interests at heart. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's shuffle our deck first. Oh no, our archway's flying away. You can tell how old this deck is. It's well loved. It's a well-loved deck. It's my first deck. Very first deck, back when I was wee. No, not really. We've been doing this a long time. But it was my first deck. Alright. Okay. Please get some clarifiers for our tea leaves for pile 3. Oh, geez. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. The sun. Oh, wow. I love that this came right under Vulture, because this tells me that ultimately this shady business this person is doing, these insecurities, whatever it is, like, it don't matter. You're sunshine. We have the sun here. We have Leo. We have these beautiful orange colors in this marigold. Like, you are, yeah. I almost get the sense like you're untouchable. It's like they can try, but you are better than that. Ooh, archway with 9 of swords. Ace of wands. Okay. 4 of cups. Ooh, and the fool. Okay. So these new opportunities, these paths opening up, and I feel again with this boat, money, property, something coming to you that you don't expect. Like, you know, you're focusing on these 3 cups down here, and this one like poof, out of nowhere. You're just like, geez, what the heck? And again, these 2 hands coming out of these poofs of clouds. Like, I think that would throw anybody off. Let's be honest. I'm getting the sense that these new opportunities, these paths, this good fortune coming your way, the reason why it's causing anxiety, this ultimately is like to me at least, is a card of like internal anguish. This like the imposter syndrome, if you will. You know, these doubts, you know, the limiting beliefs we tell us of like, you know, what, you know, why am I here? Why am I, and like just all those doubts and fears that we all have. We're all human. It happens. It also, okay, for some of you, it also could be new things, these new opportunities, these new paths opening up. Excuse me. Spirit's talking. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be anxious about that. A lot of new things can be very anxiety inducing. But don't lose sleep over it. And again, this says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Don't let these people, this person, make you lose sleep. They are not worth it. This is their projection of their insecurities. It says more about them than it ever will about you. In fact, it says everything about them and nothing about you. You know, that is them. That is, when people do things like this trouble, you know, these accusations, or they're like, I need to work against you because you have something that I want, instead of turning around and being like, I want that too, therefore I'm going to work to get that as well. Instead, they're like, well, I want that too, so that person shouldn't have it. That should only belong to me. And that just, to me, it never makes sense, but some people operate in that capacity. Yeah, don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Focus on your path ahead. Yeah, this creative, fire is a very creative energy. The wand suit, I should say, is a very creative energy. So when I was talking about like the air and the Leo, the sun and the moon, like just air and fire together, there's some big opportunities coming your way. Big opportunities coming your way. That, again, very creative. Something you don't, again, I get the sense you don't see coming at all. And it could be these opportunities open up, and it does. The opportunity is a challenge in itself as well. You know, I'm seeing just like this little castle in the background. So, you know, maybe part of this opportunity is moving to a new location. You know, getting over the mountain could be literally physically moving your location. That can be stress inducing. That can be a big challenge to overcome. Or again, it's an opportunity, it's a path that is presented to you, and it's like, ooh, that's going to be a big challenge. You know, it's like being presented with a math problem that everybody says is impossible, but you're like, you know what, I might be able to solve that. And then diving right in. You know, that's, Einstein did it. I don't see why not. And again, the Fool card, it's really interesting. It came out with frying pan, trouble, and accusations. And I feel like they're foolish. Like, a very literal sense of this card is that it's foolish. And again, the 2 on the end with the vulture and the frying pan are major arcanas. So whatever this person, these people are doing is very foolish. Like, I feel like they're being stupid. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about this. All right, so let's get some information about maybe if we need... Whoop! Okay, nope, don't do that, Like, anything that needs review about this, like, or something you really need to focus on, like, what... You need to assess something, like, what else can we be looking at here for July or the next month? For our pile 3, please. Okay, all right, everybody coming out at once. All right, cool. We can work with that. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, right under the sun, too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like this is also talking about this person's jealousy. The reason why they're working against you is because, yeah, they're jealous. That's like, you are just radiating light and positivity and this leadership and just these amazing qualities. 10 of Pentacles talks about, you know, being able to live comfortably, materially, in your material reality. Having a, you know, like a happy, loving family and home, however you define, you know, family and home. But being, yeah, just being happy and comfortable with where you are, with who you are. And for some people, they find that unacceptable. Ugh. The Hierophant. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I get the sense with the archway, these new opportunities, possibilities, these paths, this path opening up. It's interesting, I get the sense of this, like, ascension, almost this spiritual ascension happening here. So part of the challenge for this next month for you is, again, setting up these boundaries against these kinds of people, but also within yourself. Getting past, you know, this negativity, these other people are trying to push on you. And you can see this person laughing, like, just being like, you know what? No, I'm not even going to engage. I'm going to walk around and I'm going to move up this path towards, you know, towards my bright future. The 9 of Swords again. Yeah, part of the challenge for this next month is going to be not listening to all of the BS happening around you. Just see these crows, and I just imagine, if you've ever heard a flock of crows, also called a murder, because nature's funny like that. Vulture. But yeah, don't listen. Don't listen to all this BS happening. Focus on your opportunities coming to you. Focus on your creativity. You know, focus on the challenges, the mountains you want to climb. Focus on your stairs. Ooh, the 5 of Cups, right after the 4 of Cups. Yeah, I get, like, an opportunity you don't expect. Because the 5 of Cups is usually like a card of grief, of loss. Part of this next month might be these new opportunities. Okay, I'm kind of getting 2 senses here, but part of these new opportunities is you may have to let something go to get that opportunity, to move forward, to move up, you know, and that loss, you know, can be hard. Like, especially if we talked about, like, changing physical locations. That can be really hard. You could be leaving friends and your community behind. So, like, that in itself, like, yes, you're moving on to something big and bold and beautiful, but that's not without its hardships. But I also got the sense of money or prosperity through inheritance, winning, or windfall. You know, if this might be a very, very specific message for just like one person. But this next month, it could be an inheritance coming through from perhaps a loss. And that is never a fun message, but I just get the sense with these two together, like it's something that this person doesn't want. Like, and again, very, very specific. I feel like that's not applicable to everybody. Take the message if it resonates. If not, just let it go. But yeah, that could be something, again, very specific. I feel like for most of you, these move, like, again, if part of this opportunity, this big shift that's happening for you, could be having to let something go. And that also could be where the Nine of Swords comes in, because that can be very stressful. You know, that is something you can lose sleep over if you're moving away. I've moved many times in my life. Nobody likes to move. I've never met anybody, who enjoys moving. Ooh, and the Devil, right under the Fool and the Frying Pan. I feel like that's self-explanatory, but yeah, these accusations are foolish, and just, yeah, there's this person, this situation, these people, it's like they are projecting their own limiting beliefs. It's like, how dare you get that thing you've worked so hard for? You've done all this work, you've been harvesting, you've been working your butt off to get here. How dare you? Like, what? I don't understand people sometimes, but that's people foolish. I just got the phrase acting the fool in my brain, so that might resonate for some people. Yeah, so things are going to be amazing this next month. Not without its challenges. There will be challenges. I think the key here is going to be listening to yourself. Remember that grounding, that previous month, this earth energy, despite all this, like the Libra and Gemini, lots of air and water with the moon, but ultimately earth, ultimately grounding. Remember to do that. Yeah, that's going to be important, I feel. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, grounding, balance. This kind of juggling. You know, both you have the grounding here, and I feel like this is much more of kind of this vibrant, positive, airy energy kind of happening up here. Yeah, this next month is going to be a lot of balance. Might be some juggling, but you can absolutely do it. And the King of Swords, okay. So not only just being an effective communicator, and again, King is an energy. It's not a gender. Kings are a very outward energy. So I feel like this next month, especially we have the Nine of Swords here, taking a step back. Like, I almost want to say when dealing with these people, with this BS here, the King of Swords is someone who can cut through the BS because they mentally detach themselves from this situation. I don't want to say mentally detached, but more, knuckle. Taking a step back. So it's, when the situation arises, if these foolish people doing their foolish thing start making a lot of noise, they can respond and not react, if that makes sense. So they can respond to the situation with logic, even if it feels cold and clear-cut and concise, but they can respond to it in that capacity instead of an emotional reaction, you know, which can often lead to out of the frying pan and into the fire. I keep saying fryer. Oh, yeah. But the idea of, you know, now instead of this person or these people, you know, being held accountable for their actions, now you also have to be held accountable because you retaliated, you know, sought revenge in such a way that is now causing you a great amount of anxiety. So instead of that, Think of maybe looking at it from the King of Swords perspectives. A point of leadership. You know, again, we have leadership and the king here. A place of balance, a place of grounding, where you can take a step back and respond, not react. All right. Okay, pile 3. I feel like this is your read. So thank you so much for trusting me with your read. It was really, really freaking fascinating. If you feel okay with it, if you feel called to, please let me know. I'm just really curious, like what's going on? Being nosy. I think we're gonna give your pile the sun. I'm gonna write that down because that came up several times in this read. Sun energy as well. So if you feel called to, please like, subscribe, share the channel. It's very, very helpful. I really love doing these reads for the community. So yeah, I'd like to keep that going. And we'll keep going for as long as we can. Because who knows? Life, as we've seen, life happens. Boy, does life happen. And, and any of the tools or the cards you see here that are available, links will be in the description. The sticker. This is available in my shop, including all of the other stickers for the other piles as well. And that link is in the description, as well as the notepad from the intro. Okay, I think that's everything. So thank you again for trusting me with your read. I am sending you tons and tons of love, pile 3. You got this. You got this. There's challenges. We're all human, but you got this. All right? So sending you lots of love. Until next time. Bye.